the Apple AirPods Pro 2. So, when the original Apple AirPods Pro came out, I really wanted them. But they were expensive. And I was like, I don't know. Can I get better for less? And all I really cared about was how they sounded. I just wanted something that sounded good. Like, I'm a musician. I play guitar, bass, drums, whatever. And I want my music to sound good. That's all I cared about. So, I went to the YouTube. I searched the best true wireless, and Critical came up. Critical got me into this hobby. I watched that video and I was like, there's more to this. I ended up buying the Lipertech Z3. Since then, I've actually given that to a friend. But that aside, that got me into the hobby. That's what got me into the hobby. The AirPods Pro release. Not even buying them, owning them, trying them, listening to them. No, just the release got me into the hobby, got me down that rabbit hole, and now here I am. I thought the original AirPods Pro were expensive, and I've bought in much more expensive IEM since. So, here we are, full circle, the AirPods Pro 2, which I have bought with my own money. Yeah, let's talk about it. Let's talk about these, because they're actually really, really good. So, first things first, build quality. The build is quite nice. I use spin fit tips on these personally. I found I got a much better fit security, better seal. They just stay in my ears better. The spin fit tips, way to go. They are special for AirPods, so there's that. But the build's quite nice. The only real complaint I have about the build is that I wish I could have got it in black or something, because every speck of dirt shows up. Like every single speck. I don't even know if you're going to see it on camera. But in person, you can tell it builds up around the case. It builds up on the earphone. And it's kind of I want my bright, shiny white AirPods, but they get quite dirty. Like, very dirty. Now, I use these every single day. Like, every single day since I got them. So, there is that. They do get a lot of use, and they are like, I've dropped them a few times, and they have some scratches. They got some dings and dents here and there, but they've held up. I work a manual labor job. I'm a blue collar worker. They've held up. They've fallen out of my ears lots. They've held up. So the build is quite good. The case, it's significantly heavier than most true wireless cases that I've ever had. And there's a lot of technology packed into these things. Like, you can track it with your iPhone, all of the modes, all of the settings. There's a lot of tech in this. So, yeah, let's just start with that. The transparency mode is just excellent, like absolutely excellent. The adaptive transparency mode, it's so good when I'm at work. Like, with the conversation awareness, all that stuff, I can be listening to music at a decent volume. Someone's talking to me, I start talking, it kind of dips out the music. It's super transparent. It's so good. I can hear all of my surroundings. The direction, like, it's not as, like, I don't know. The sound isn't as directional. So sometimes I'll hear something and I'll look in the wrong direction. But overall, the transparency mode is very good. And that adaptive transparency mode is quite awesome, actually. I've used it in busy restaurants, in busy bars, at some live music events, and I've just used these as, like, hearing protection, really, because it limits and attenuates the sound around you to a comfortable level. And for me personally, that's awesome. I'm very sensitive to, in the real world, to sound, like, very sensitive. So to just have something that I can listen to content and kind of protect my hearing with, that's kind of cool. And I know that they're not meant for hearing protection and whatever, but when, like, especially in things like busy restaurants and bars, just be able to pop these in, put that adaptive mode on, it helps me hear the people around me so much better and helps drown out the rest of the noise. Truly awesome. And then the noise cancellation. Holy crap, I had no idea noise cancellation could be that good. Now it's a lot better at, like, some continuous noise and a little bit more of the lower frequencies, but it's still the best noise cancellation I've ever heard. I was down here playing away, doing stuff, and my wife was upstairs listening to TV. I could hear it all. It was kind of annoying me, so I popped these in my ears, and boom, gone. All of the TV sounds were gone, and I was like, whoa, I had no idea active noise cancellation could get rid of stuff like TV sounds. Um, just so good. Like when I'm sitting right beside my air purifier, it's somewhat loud, and this does a really good job at blocking that out. For things like public transit, stuff like that, very good job. So it is truly the best noise cancellation I've ever heard. That all being said, with the adaptive and the noise cancellation and all that stuff, occasionally you hear some weird hiccups. Like once in a while, I hear the sound kind of, I don't know how to explain it. It's like back and forth ping ponging between the ears. It's very rare, and it's not that big of a deal. Like it doesn't bother me. Um, but it's there. It's something I should mention. Um, but yeah, the technology on this thing is absolutely incredible. Like absolutely incredible. I love the transparency mode. I love being able to wear these all day at work. Now, they only get through about 5, 6 hours or whatever, but I don't wear them all day. I take breaks. I take them out, put them in my case, and they do get me through the entire day with the case, all that stuff. Um, it's just awesome. And then when it comes to the sound, I was kind of blown away. Um, just it's just really good. I haven't measured them because they're kind of a pain in the butt to measure, but they sound quite quite good. The bass, I mean, yeah, I could always use a little more bass, but it does go deep. It is good sounding bass. And then the mids, they have a nice tilt to them where like I don't feel like it's screaming at me or anything. The upper mids don't sound like it's too much. The treble, it's kind of on the borderline of what I can take. Like any more treble, I don't think I would like these, but it's just the right amount in that kind of lower mid treble area where it's like it's any more I couldn't deal with it, but I can deal with it. Like it might be a little bit too much for me for my preferences, but like honestly, whatever. Like I can deal with it. This sounds to me quite good. Like this to me sounds very neutral. Like this is kind of what neutral should sound like. Um yeah, it's very good. Uh and at first listen and just kind of listening back and forth and yeah, the sound changes when you go up and down in volume and stuff like that, so it's kind of trippy. It's like around the 70, 74 dB mark. That's when I think it sounds best, and it's cool because on the app you can track like the dB you're listening at, and I love that. I love knowing what volume I'm listening to music. So that's super cool. So yeah, around the 74 dB mark, that's where I found it was sounding best for me, and I really enjoyed that. Um, yeah, that there's so many features on this thing. It's not even funny. Like you can leave your phone in a room and then use your phone and these to spy on whatever's in the room. Live listening, it's called it. Like there's some crazy stuff with this. It's really cool. Um, but yeah. I just kind of wanted to talk about it because I put these in, I listened to them, and I was like, whoa, these sound significantly better than most wired IEMs under $300. So what's up here? Like, what's up? Like, I'm gonna say three IEMs. Three IEMs I would prefer to listen to sound wise over this: the Meteor, the Da Vinci, and the SL-41. Those three IEMs I would listen to over this product. But other than that, I would probably just rather listen to this than any other IEM that I own, if I'm being honest. The convenience alone, as well as the pretty solid sound quality, is just impressive. Like it truly is impressive. Um, like comparing it to my other favorite true wireless, the Opera 5. Now the Opera 5, it's kind of cool because I can EQ it. It's multi-driver. There's a few things I can do with it. I kind of just EQ'd that to be like my bass heavy, enjoyable true wireless. But when it comes to an everyday carry, something that I always have on me, this is it. I always have this in my pocket, no matter what, basically. Like I take this everywhere with me, and it comes in so handy. Um, Like, yeah, for listening to music, yeah, for taking in content, audiobooks, stuff like that. But also just for like those, yeah, like when I'm in a busy bar or a busy restaurant, I'm like, oh, I take out the decibel meter and I'm like, oh, it's getting close to 90 dB in here. I throw these in and I'm like, oh, I'm comfortable, less anxious. I just feel better. Yeah, I'm just genuinely impressed with this. Like, it's just funny because the original AirPods, I didn't buy them, but they got me into the hobby. They got me onto Crin's videos, which got me into other videos, which got me into reviewing, which got me into, it got me to where I am today. And here I am with the AirPods Pro 2, and I'm just like, holy crap. Like, if I had gotten the AirPods Pro 2 and I got those, I probably could have just stopped there and been happy, if I'm being completely honest. They sound pretty stinking good. And it's just kind of crazy to me that, like, yeah, here I am full circle with a very popular consumer product that I didn't buy the original because I was like, oh yeah, it can't be that good. It's mainstream. There's got to be something better that's less mainstream. These are great. I wish that I could EQ it better. Like, I wish that, like, they just didn't have those stupid presets in the iPhone. I wish I could actually just go bass up. Um, but other than that, is there anything else I'd want out of these? I don't know. I don't think so. I just kind of want a little bit more of that customizability with the EQ. That's all, really. That's it. These are awesome. These are incredible. And I, ooh, like, when it's getting to that price tag, like the SL-41, the Meyer Audio SL-41, that is better for less money. If you want just sound quality, that's all you cared about. It's a wired IEM. It sounds way better. No, not way better. It sounds better for less money. They kind of have similar vibes, if I'm being honest. It's just like more bass and a little more, I don't know. It's just more enjoyable to me. But they have some similar vibes. Like, yeah, you can get better sounding for cheaper still with wired IEMs. But I mean, with the new Dusk being at the price it's at, like, this kind of, I would pay this just for the convenience factor alone. I would buy this all over again. I bought Apple Care for it because I plan on swapping this out before the Apple Care is out, so I have new batteries because I like it. I just like these. I keep them on me every single day. So this video is simply just kind of, yeah, I wanted to just talk about my thoughts on them because it's a product I've been using every single day since I got them, and it's just funny to me. I've kind of come full circle. I didn't buy the original, and here I am buying the AirPods Pro 2 and loving them. So yeah, consumer audio has gotten pretty good, and it's kind of nice to know that, like, a lot of people are listening to good quality stuff. That kind of, I don't know, it soothes my soul a little bit. So no, that's it. That's all. I probably missed a lot. There's a ton to do with this thing. Like, there's so much going on with it tech wise. But yeah, I really enjoy it. It's one of my favorite things audio wise that I own. And even though I enjoy it, like, the Meteor is my favorite thing to listen to, period. I still listen to this more just because of the convenience factor. Like, convenience is huge in a lot of cases. So yeah, I think this is maybe the best IEM you can get, or under 300 or whatever this costs. So yeah, if you have any questions for me, leave them in the comments down below. Like, comment, subscribe, and until next time.